On a year-on-year basis, food prices grew 1.4% in the first half of the year, while that made for a stable growth rate in the first 6 months. There is concern that China's tariffs on U.S. agricultural products could push up domestic consumer prices. China's counter-tariffs of 25% in response to the U.S. duties took effect last Friday. China is now the world's largest importer of soybeans, for example, and the United States was one of its largest suppliers. Experts remain optimistic about consumer prices, however, saying that they are not facing pressure for either deflation or inflation.
我们目前的物价水平总体来看是比较平稳。
Overall, consumer prices are quite stable. Tariffs on U.S. soybeans may push up domestic soybean prices and then push up food prices as well. But we don't think the tariffs will have a large impact on the CPI because the weight of soybean foods only accounts for a small part in the CPI. Currently, we are not facing any pressures of deflation or inflation, so the tariffs shouldn't result in any shock to consumer prices.
While consumer prices may not be seriously affected by the tariffs, China's trade data may see some changes. The country's trade surplus narrowed by 31% during the first 5 months of the year, and experts believe that the tariffs will continue to shrink it. The shrinking trade surplus could put further depreciation pressure on the renminbi.
中美贸易呢，它一定程度上会影响我们这个。
The trade disputes will affect our trade surplus, and that will affect the supply and demand of our foreign currency. So the value of the renminbi will see some fluctuation. But what's supporting the Chinese currency is the country's productivity. We have 1.4 billion people, a very large workforce. In addition, our technical capabilities are improving, so we have a lot of advantages in that area. We also have a lot of natural resources. As long as government policy is appropriate, the value of the renminbi won't depreciate significantly in the long term.
And in fact, after continually falling for weeks, the value of the renminbi against the dollar has just started appreciating a bit. The renminbi midpoint fixing against the dollar was 6.6259 today, 134 basis points stronger than yesterday. 陈彤 ICS for CGTN, Shanghai.